Vector Arena has seen an absolute classic between the Silver Ferns and the Australian Diamonds, and it is the visiting team, the Diamonds, who have taken this test 47-45. It was so tough, it was so tight. Temi Pata-Bailey, it's everything we've come to expect between these teams.
It's awesome. It's a test against Australia and New Zealand, and it was torrid, like you've said before, Ricky, and it was just a joy to watch.
It was a huge step up from the Australian Diamonds from their first test performance in Invercargill, and one player who had a huge influence was Natalie Medhurst, starting at goal attack. Temi Pata, what did she add that they didn't have the other night?
Magic is the word, I think. She's got great peripheral vision in that attacking end. She can read where the defenders are going and where they're not. She, what was really good is she combined really well with Kim Green on attack, which then opened Bassett under the post.
Natalie Medhurst, who has had a little bit of a foot injury as well, but she was certainly dominant in working with Caitlin Bassett, and there was talk about the Australians adding spark and intensity. You said the word magic, but did she just gives that little bit of fight, a little bit of Aussie mongrel as well?
She does. She's got a lot of mongrel in her, and she goes calmly about her way. When she shoots the ball, it looks like she's got all the time in the world to do it, and she's really great on defence as well, and she pushes everybody. She shoots a goal and she claps her hand and she's demanding everything from all her players out there.
And she was up against some Silver Ferns defenders who went very, very well, Casey Korpua and Liana De Bruin, but up the other end of the court for Australia as well, another player who didn't start on Sunday in Invercargill was Bianca Chatfield. She had a huge influence and really put Maria Tutaia in particular under pressure.
She was under pressure and she forced Maria to shoot in the 60s, which is unheard of. She's one of those players that wears you down as the game goes on, and she just sticks to you like glue. Her combination with Geitz is becoming stronger and stronger, and she just has variety on defence, but also such a great attacker.
So overall, in the grand scheme of things, we're now at 1-1 in the series with 3 matches to play, and we can see that goal percentage, Temi Pata, which we just mentioned with Tutaia, having more attempts, but the percentage really cost them in the end.
It was huge, and I thought there may have been a change in the last quarter. However, for some reason there wasn't in there. The penalties were high once again, but I do think the Australians adjusted.
Australia, again, 90 penalties. I don't think they'll quite worry about it as much. Tutaia, they're down at 67%. All the shooters actually probably down on where we're used to seeing them. So we now head across the Tasman for test number 3. That's in Adelaide, Friday the 4th of October. Temi Pata, have the Silver Ferns given the Australians a little bit of momentum back in the series?
I think they have. The momentum's definitely there. That you should have seen them after the game. They were ecstatic. They were glad that they got the monkey off their back because they've had 5 losses in a row. So the Silver Ferns have, but it's a challenge for the Silver Ferns, and they'll be up to it when they go over there.
Yeah, well, no Australian team had ever lost 6 tests in a row. They have averted that this time, and now, as you say, the Ferns heading across the Tasman for another 3 tests. This great rivalry continues.